with the way the lives of the people worldwide has been turned upside down, I started thinking, we have so much free time, we can't do anything. We're stuck in our house. You try to entertain yourself, but as we know, as humans, most of us, we get bored so fast, especially children, teenagers. But I think there is a message here. Over the years and decades, we have witnessed different kinds of close to pandemic situation and even pandemic situation. And I think every time this happens, it never happened that we have to be forced to stay at home. Nothing to do. For weeks, months, who knows? And I thought, maybe this is a message. Maybe we need to do some self-reflection, soul-searching, self-evaluation. After all, we have plenty of time. And why not occupy your mind and maybe try it? But here's my thing. Every time we get a message of, please reflect on yourself. What have you done to the earth? All these questions. We never think about that anymore. But we never caught the message. But I think this time we need to really pay attention. We are not forced to stay at home. There's plenty of time for self-reflection. To me, it's not about religion. To me, it's about believing that there is higher power than us. Mother Nature itself tells us that. So maybe we need to pay more attention, and I think this time around we're forced to reflect and to make reflection, to make introspective assessment of yourself, of the life you have lived. Has it been good? To me, it's not religion that drives and defines a human being. It is the conscience. Your conscience should tell you if what you did was right or wrong. And it depends on your conscience. It's not what the church told you, that this is a sin. You must repent. It's your conscience you should listen to. That should be your God. If you know right from wrong, that's conscience. If you know good and evil, that is conscience. And you know when you do something wrong based on your conscience. And those are the things we need to self-reflect. Have we been good? Have we done anything to others that hurt them? Have we done something to others in help with their situation, but with an underlying reason, self-serving reason? Is that good? Is that bad? I'd call that bad. If you have a conscience of right and wrong, you know that's wrong. That is self-motivated. So I think we should start contemplating. I know none of you all there believe, but just give it a chance. You have plenty of time. And when you are so bored and there is nothing else that can keep your mind off from the anxiety, from all the worries, why don't you self-reflect? Can't hurt. You have the time, you have the mind, nothing to lose. Because if we try to repent, if we try to find out the bad things that we have done, the wrong things that we have done, and maybe try to promise yourself that you will do better, start it in small ways, but just recognizing that and start being a good person. That means we gained something from this bad experience, our takeaway. And maybe our takeaway would stop any more global warnings that will be worse. It's always been getting worse. What is worse from this? So let's try something different. It's not about you and your husband, how you both lived. Just you. Ask yourself, what have I done? How have I been as a person? Am I being true to myself? Am I being honest? Do I have a conscience? If you don't have a conscience, find them. You know what they're all about, right from wrong, good and evil. That's all you have to base you as a person of who you are. That's what defines you, your conscience. So I'm begging everybody to please take this free time in our hands and go back to basics and just really reflect within you, upon you, with you, your soul, your actions, all the things you have done. And see if it's, it seems to be something you can improve upon. The things that happened in the past is in the past. We're here today. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I think this can even get worse. Even if we see the other side of the COVID-19. And like I said earlier, it's getting worse every time. What if there is worse yet to come after this? Let's do something that we can do now, that maybe we can do after, become better people, and maybe there's nothing worse than this. I have a lot more theories, I have a lot more things. I've obviously done a lot of self-reflection, being introspective, and nobody's perfect. Do not expect yourself to be perfect. But the bottom line, it comes down to your intentions. What truly are your intentions? Most rich people out there, if you notice when they describe themselves, there is always philanthropist. Do you notice that? My question is it really sincere kindness? Or is it because you're gonna get tax break? Or is it because you're going to be loved? Is it because people would buy your product because you are helping others? Is it because the celebrity type that you get, you're being celebrated because you're a philanthropist? That's not true generosity. That's not true care. That's not true love. That's not true giving. You have an ulterior motive. That's not what being kind and being giving and being generous is all about. It's about helping one another. And if you get tax break, great. If you get to be known, great. But if you're doing it because all the rich people are doing it, I don't want to be left out. There should not be any condition why you do good for others. Nothing at all. So please, if you like these ideas and thoughts and suggestions, revelations, whatever you want to call it, maybe it's a divine providence. Doesn't matter. The fact is, if you like this and you believe in it, share it to as many people. And if you don't like it and you want to have a discussion with me, ask me about it. Please make comments on what you think. Am I losing my mind? I have a very good excuse to say so, but I don't think I am. Although this is long, I just hope that it has given you something to occupy your mind instead of worrying. Thank you so much.